Welcome, 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 trivalent beings of spirit, mind, and body. Time for the Ask Doc Alkebulanese Solution Show, sponsored by Prometheus Reborn Universal Foundation, also known as Proof. Its mission is to spread the trivalent understanding noetics, featuring stand-up philosophy that includes anthropology, psychology, biology, metaphysics, medicine, psychodrama, comedy, and music through a genre called edutainment, educating while entertaining, coined by KRS-One. The host of this wonderful show is Dr. Kwaku L. Carlisle Woods, RN, MD, MED-D1, and myself, co-host, Dr. Hamida Rockman Woods, MED, PhD, MED-D2. Well, we truly missed you last week. As you already know, I have the PH.
I have the M.
We both have D's. That makes us Doc Squared. The title of the day's show is Are You Healthy?
Are you healthy? But before we get to that, the Hip Hop Trio Plus.
Oh, as always, we like to show us off. Now, this is the event that we participated in, performed edutainment experience at the Chinese New Year's for Pu Ying, the editor of the Erie Chinese Journal.
Hot dog. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's us doing us.
Yes.
And as usual, whenever us is doing us, we're actually doing you, your own understanding. And we will be doing guerrilla concerts all over Cleveland. As soon as it warms up, we're going to be at parks and the rec centers, churches, down at the lake. We're going to be doing everything.
Yes. And that's Pooh right there holding the dog, Pu Ying.
Yes.
And we were performing actually outside at a reunion picnic talent show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it was wonderful. We did wonderful.
That's KK to if you were facing far left. That's KK, and then there's Shelly K
with the black on top.
And then that's me
with
in
the
the
orange
middle,
shoes.
and then of course my darling husband, the
in
plus
white
of the
and
group.
gold.
And again, Pu Ying.
Pu Ying, my girl. Okay. Now, healthy. Are you healthy? Do you think that should be a question that everybody should have an answer to? Well, believe it or not really. Because in the January 2006 issue of the American Journal of Public Health, Dr. Lester Breeslau of UCLA School of Medicine posed a question to the American Public Health Association. He says, what is the definition of health in our, quote, health care system? What is that definition? Well, he states there's many ways to measure disease, but no way that he has been able to find to measure or even define health. He went all the way back to World War II. Right after World War II, by 1947, all of the Allied powers came up with a definition of health. And believe it or not, that definition of health said a person was healthy if they had 2 pairs of shoes, a bicycle, a radio, and a car. It was primarily about the possessions that you own. That was what was healthy to Europeans. This was exactly the definition of health up until 1986. Not too long ago, but long enough time ago for us to look back on it as history. In 1986, the World Health Organization defined health as a resource for living. Yeah, right. Excuse me. My hat is a resource for living. My dickie right here, that's a resource for living. My shoes, my everything that I use is a resource for my living. So how does defining health as a resource for living allow you to get or even seek that health when everything is a resource for living? Okay. Dr. Breeslau's article makes a brief admission that there are spiritual parameters of mankind, but they decline to offer any time or effort in their analysis. Noetic science makes no such excuse. Again, noetic science, the newest science known to man, is the science of faith, belief, and spirituality. It is not religious at all. It is the scientific basis on which all religions are founded. How does your will work? How does your faith function? How do you take what you intend to be your reality and turn that into the life that you live? That's noetic science. As a member of the Institute of Noetic Science, I wrote a response to Dr. Breeslau's questions.
Let's see the cover page of that article of the African American. The cover page has Will on there.
Has Will Smith
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find that in a moment.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, Ulysses, good evening to you as well, beautiful being.
Yes, indeed.
Good person, yes. We appreciate your support. And we do. We really do.
Really do. Okay, Africa. That's the one.
What I say?
Okay, African American Lifestyle Magazine. In this issue, I talked about, believe it or not, health. I wrote an article called New Image for a New Health.
We can pull that article up now.
Now we can show that article cover.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Good job. Good job.
Okay.
There it goes. Yeah.
That's the one. Believe it or not, that was done. The picture that you're showing is a picture of Africa House. Is that Mick with the hat on that's back behind?
No, that's Humble.
That's Humble. Okay.
Miles Keaton Smith.
Alexander Keaton Smith.
Okay. And that's Mick with his arms out like
this. That is Mick. Yeah, that's Mick on the other side of me.
Yes. And you have that T-shirt right now that he has on.
Yes, I do. I surely do. Okay, I wrote this response that states all definitions of health should start from the recognition that we are spiritual beings with mental and physical manifestations.
Oh, that was a good close-up. Thank you.
Absolutely. Whatever the consideration, it is more than obvious that humanity is composed of three parts, and the part that has the least understanding and access to regular people is the spirit. Mm-hmm. That's so. That's what today's show is about. That is what is and what does your spirit do. Okay? Now, we will start by accessing your knowing that you are made of a three-part conglomeration that is composed primarily of a material portion called a body, an immaterial portion called a spirit, and a partially material, partially immaterial portion called a mind. Now, your body is basically consciousness manifested as material.
Would you like for that second page to come up?
Please.
Okay, the second page that goes with the article.
That's the one. Close up on it, please. There you go.
Yes,
body,
excellent.
consciousness manifested as material. It is truly, truly that. And your mind is a vehicle that allows your spirit to experience this reality. Mm-hmm. That's what your mind does. Now, your spirit is down at the bottom of the page, and it specifically gives you a partial listing. That's the one. That's it. Mm-hmm. It gives you a partial listing of some of the functions of the spirit, which include your spirit directs, innervates, enlivens, enables, energizes, and inspires. It transforms and suggests. Protects.
Yeah.
It heals, strengthens, sustains, imagines, enlightens, pictures, suggests, recognizes, convicts, initiates, awakens, enthuses, creates, believes, and acts as a template for the will.
And
Now,
at this point, we're just going to give a shout out to Shelly K
Shelly
and to
K!
Carla. That anything goes
yes,
with
indeed.
Carla.
Yes. And Matt, my boy.
Yes, so happy to have y'all. So happy
yes,
to have
indeed.
your support.
Anything goes with Carla.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Now, let me give a little explanation to your spirit acts as a template for the will.
Mm-hmm.
If you are above the age of 50, you are familiar with something called a movie projector.
Mm-hmm.
A movie projector primarily has three parts. The film, the light that shines through the film, and the lens that focuses the image from the film onto the screen or wall or whatever you're watching the movie on. Okay, your spirit acts as the film. Images from your spirit are used by your mind and body to project that image into this reality. Your spirit is the film, your will is the light, and your faith is the lens. Okay, it's a scientific understanding of the function of your humanity, and as such is part of the basic knowledge required to be fully human. To be fully human, that means to be meta, you must understand and then learn your trivalency. Learning means that you practice what you understand until it becomes part of you. Mm-hmm. Knowing is an emotional, spiritual concept that happens in a part of your brain called the limbic system. Knowing, because it's emotional, spiritual, is accompanied by an emotion. It makes you feel some sort of way. The statement on the slide says that is how religion or other means of organizing spiritual principles function. You first understand the basis for its operation, then feel an emotional investment in following the prescribed practices for the desired result. Now, your spirit, all of those functions that I just gave you, is only a partial listing. And we're going to get into more of that in just a minute. But before we do that, we're going to do a song for you about your spirit.
And we're going to dedicate it to David.
David!
So happy to see for you to support us, David.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to seeing you.
Owusu.
Yes.
He is my Chimey.
Yes.
And he just came in to our network.
Yes.
Again, no, y'all, we're not a nationwide show. We're an international show. We got viewers from all over the planet. And David's right now watching us from Ghana.
Yes, and he heard us sing this live, I believe, at Nana's husband's house.
Yes.
With to Dr. Malana.
Absolutely.
Time after time.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there yet.
He wasn't there yet.
Okay. All right.
But we're going to do this song called Time After Time.
Yes.
This is your spirit addressing your consciousness. Being composed of spirit, mind, and body. Your spirit rarely speaks to you consciously. But if it did, I think the conversation might go a little something like this. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, one night, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after sometime, you'll picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you have said. Then you say, go slow. I fall behind. The second can unwind. If you lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. I'm that heart, you can call. I'm your spirit, but you don't understand. Way down part of you, I'm that part of you. I'm your spirit, but you don't recognize. But then after your picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beat out of time. If you look, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you lost, time after time. You said go slow, I fall behind. The second can unwind. If you lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. 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 Time after time.
Yes, time after time. Hello, dear daughter. She sent hello, Mama.
City!
And Doc. Love you all. We love you too.
Yes, we do.
Hug and kiss the boys and
Matt.
Lewis Forrest, Matthew Kendall.
Yeah.
Hello from Matthew. God bless you all. I really enjoyed all the birthdays.
Yeah.
We celebrated last week.
Absolutely.
And seeing Mick and meeting his daughter was a joy. Love you guys. We love you too.
Absolutely. Thank you so very, very much.
Yes.
Okay, we have a chart of the different aspects of the spirit that breaks them down into different quandaries. Your spirit basically does three things. It enables, it protects, or defends, and it visualizes.
Yes, there should be a chart right
Should be a
after that one.
chart. That's
There
the
it goes.
one.
Madasa.
Functions of the Spirit. Now, it enables, it protects, and it visualizes. There are some things that do both. Energizing. That means energizing enables and protects. Transforms enables and protects. Strengthens enables and protects. Sustains enables and protects. Suggests again enables and protects. Recognizes enables and protects. Initiates enables and protects. But the most important portion of your spirit's work is in visualizing. Anytime you visualize something inside yourself, anytime you imagine something or picture something inside of you, that is your spirit doing that. That is not your mind, and it sure ain't your body. Neurologists, brain specialists, nerve specialists have been looking for something called an engram for several decades now. An engram is supposed to be the picturing aspect of your mind. We haven't found it because it doesn't exist in your mind. It's a portion of your spirit. You basically function as a being by your spirit giving you an image that your mind examines, compares, ranks, and considers, then evaluates before deciding the meaning of that image. What does that image mean? And once it comes up with a meaning, then your mind tells your body what it must do based on that meaning. That's how you function. You don't like how you feel? Change the images that you are experiencing. Don't enjoy a particular task or responsibility? That's because of how you feel when that act of responsibility brings up the images that are associated with it. Those images make you feel some sort of way. If I control your images, I control you. Because if I control your images, I control your mind and your body. I do not have to worry about what your body is going to do as long as I have control of the images that your mind is dealing with. That control of your images is why God, Jesus, Yeshua, and all spiritual entities as shown as pink people. Pink people did that. If pink people know they were not pink, why would pink people put Jesus, Yeshua ben Yosef, God, and everybody else as pink? When we all know anthropologically, biologically, historically, and everything else, there were no pink people back in Alkebulan at that time except the Romans who were killing people. Those were the only pink people in the Bible, in the Torah. It doesn't make any difference what book you're referring to. All of them are primarily written by non-pink people. There are no pink religions because pink people only arrived on this planet 30 to 50,000 years ago. And most religions started 50 to 100,000 years ago. Yeah. Pink people became noticeable only about 10 to 15,000 years ago, period. They only became significant then. And they take no role in Jewish, Islamic, or Christian history other than as destroyers, killers, and military oppressors. They were nowhere to be found in humanity's early struggles. Yet they paint all of early human existence with their immature, fear-based colorings, pink, so that they have a commanding presence in your mind that they do not deserve. Okay, Shirley Case.
Awakening Soul. Hello, family. Do you have any thoughts on the upcoming solar eclipse? Its effects on humanity?
Yes,
Question.
indeed. We are going to get to that a little later on in the program. My wife is deeply into that.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Okay.
It's an and going on.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Awakened Soul Memory is
Oh,
Tamika.
that's Tamika.
Yes.
Tamika.
We are going
Thank
to
you for
reply
joining
to
us.
that.
Thank you for catching on, Doc.
Absolutely. Okay.
We don't share wives around here.
Yeah, no, we
No.
don't. No, we can't do it. Can't do it. Some people wanted me to do that years ago, man. No, okay. I'm too jealous. I just am. Okay, put the correct spiritual images in your reality, and history, science, biology, culture, anthropology, genetics, and everything else starts to make sense. But so does purpose, reason, and all other forms of
Yes.
logic. The path to the future becomes so very, very clear once you understand and put the proper pictures in your spirit so that you can understand them. As a child growing up, I was always looking for answers that nobody seemed to give me. And that was because of the confusion I had as going to churches where my grandfather, my uncles, my cousins all preached about this pink God. From a pink Jesus. That wasn't his name. His name was Yeshua. Who grew up in Alkebulanese, the place that Europeans call Africa. That's where he grew up at. He left Bethlehem the day after he was born and went to Kemet and stayed there until he was 32 years old. He grew up in Alkebulan, surrounded by Alkebulanese principles and Alkebulanese, not just religions, but spirituality. So when he came out talking to the non-African world about African concepts, they saw that as very unique. Something they had not thought about or experienced. Love your neighbor as yourself? Not them. No, that has never been a European concept, period, at all. But that's why line 44.5, Ron DeSantis and other right-wing pundits want history, science, biology, and other subjects to reflect their ignorance, stupidity, and immaturity. Now, let me explain those terms again. Ignorance means not understanding. Stupidity or being stupid means not wanting to understand. Now, line 44.5 is just plain old ignorant with a huge amount of stupidity. This is a person who says he has never made a mistake. Any human being who tells you that, you should already know is a mistake. Any human being who says they never made a mistake, they never made an error, is not attuned to humanity and definitely does not want to grow, learn, or understand. Because they have nothing to learn or understand. They've never messed up. They have never done that. That's line 44.5. Now, Ron DeSantis, he wants to be stupid. And he promotes stupidity. He says that being awake, being aware, being woke is bad. Yeah? For real? That's how you live? I see why you got that expression on your face and that you're never really satisfied, happy, or peaceful. I see exactly why. You are not a good person. No. Duh. Santos wants you to be as stupid and ignorant as he is. And he tells you so. But worse than that, he says that he doesn't want the true history to be told because he doesn't want pink children to feel bad about what their parents did. So you don't want them to feel bad about slavery. You don't want them to feel bad about rape, murder, and calling God's first human beings not human. You don't want them to feel bad about doing that. You want them to leave that knowledge, leave that history, leave those facts alone so they can act like they did not come from those people who did that. Excuse me, sir. The whole purpose of history, the whole purpose of understanding, the whole purpose of learning is so that you only make the same mistake once. Because it is brought back to you that you made that mistake. So you know, you feel emotions, the things that he's trying to stop pink children from feeling. You feel emotions that make you not want to do that again. MAGA folks ain't really into that. MAGA folks is not into growth. They're not into change. They're not into evolution. Their whole purpose, make America great again, means that they want to go backward in time. They want to go backward in history. They want to go backward to when they were ignorant about reality. They want to take you to, again, the 50s, again, the 20s, again, 1875, again, 1822. And he's very sincerely trying to take our youth into ignorance of the past, not into knowledge for the future. Both of those people are not only against humanity, they're against the direction of God. And they are going to suffer for it. Now, hold on. We're almost at the end of the program, but I need to make two announcements right here, right now. Announcement number one. Line 44.5 is going to lose the election that's coming up in November of 2024, and he's going to lose it by a rather large amount. He's still going to say he won. Watch what I'm telling you. Now, I have been saying this for about 6 months. I'm going to say it up until November when he does it. He cannot afford not to do it. Because if he doesn't do it, he goes to prison. And he goes to prison for the rest of his existence. So he has to pull the same damn trick that he pulled in his last election. He has to say he won. He has to say there's some sort of fraud. He has to say the Democrats are cheating. It's election interference. He has to, or else he goes to prison. And quite frankly, even he doesn't want to go to prison. I'm just saying. Okay. If you follow line 44.5, Ron DeSantis, or any of the far radical right wing, you will be aligning yourself with known liars, known fraudsters, a convicted rapist, and some of the most stupid human beings that have ever existed.
Mm-hmm.
And you will find yourself repeating the same messed up practices over and over and over. Now, back a long time ago, Global Entertainment had a lead artist by the name of Miles Alexander Keaton Smith. He was known as Humble G the Fiddler because he played violin, he rapped, and he sang. I was his mentor for almost 20 some odd years. I'm still mentoring the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we got a distribution deal signed with Jay-Z and all of his New York people about a year and a half ago. But he came up with a song that we would like to do for you right now called Over and Over. Listen to this.
Yeah. Now this next topic is a topic we've been dealing with over and over again. Look, now I would be lying if I said I couldn't feel what you was going through. See, sisters do it everywhere, they gotta feel it too. Be looking for love in all the wrong places. Single family homes with no father replacements. He said he loved you, then he depart you. Got his quick nut and left and never called you. Now you stuck in the hood with 2 sons and 1 daughter. Now you wishing death on them just like karma. Yeah, I know you feeling down, slipped up and got pregnant again. You going on your 4th child. It's more welfare and more Section 8, busting your butt off just to put food on their plate. Now you living in the projects with real bad kids. See, a brother's not taking in kids, it's not his. Your baby daddy, I know you despise him, but will your son grow up to turn out just like him? It's like we all grew up without fathers. Well, at least where I'm from. Wonder what he doing, or what we do. We get out in this world, have a little fun and do the same thing. I really think it's time. Matter of fact, I know it's time to bring this change. But before that, next generation. Look, yo, deja vu and baby mama drama calling your crib. And guess what? It's not of your doing. One of your sons, he slipped up, he got her pregnant. Just like his father, he's heading the same direction. Damn, now you all outspoken, another generation, yet the chain is still not broken. When he grew up, neglected, it damn near killed him. He turns around and does the same shit to his children. His baby mama wanna break his neck. Child support, he's pissed when he looks at his check. Quits his job and does under the table work. Now he know what it feels like inside when it hurts not knowing the facts. If his shorty is eating, now he's somewhere spirit broken, feeling defeated, but still wants to give the mama all of the blame. Not knowing why, deep inside he feels this guilt and this shame. How this goes all the way back to when we were slaves. They used to breed and strip us for my seeds every day. I gotta ask, it's time to hack this vicious chain. Here's another reason why you feel the guilt and the shame, cause you grew up the same way with hope and faith. I know when one day you'll be a man in a disgrace to your mama, your grandmama, your great-grandmama, and all the neglected children in the same trauma. Holla. Yo, shout out to all the single mothers out there getting theirs, doing for their children. Just to let you know, keep doing your part. And to all the fathers out there, I ain't talking to you. Hopefully you listen to this song. I hope I ain't talking about you. And change your ways. We live in foul over and over.
That is the result of not listening and learning history. what Ron DeSantis wants for all of his people. We have a telephone caller. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Please, telephone caller, can we answer a question for you? Caller, who that be?
Hello.
Yes.
Greetings. Who's speaking?
Yes, my name is Aisha.
Okay, hi,
Greetings to
Aisha.
you.
Love the name. Always did. What can
Yes,
we?
I'm sorry, but this is my first time
Okay.
ever coming on before.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Aisha, this is Brother Tate. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Brad?
Excellent. Aisha is a person of great talents, and
I believe.
I've been working with her on real estate, and she was very interested in Ghana. This is one of the people that wanted to come on the trip with us.
Okay. We got room. We got room for you. We do indeed, my
Thank
sister.
you.
Is there any question
Thank
about life in general that we can address?
Well, first of all, I'm blessed to meet you all, and it's so beautiful to me. I will be April the 14th, 73 years old, and it has been my dream to return to the motherland.
Absolutely.
It has been it has been my dream all of my life. One day I'll get a chance to meet you all and tell you the story.
Yes, ma'am.
It started at the age of 3 years old.
Wow.
3 years old. And I've been to Senegal. I stayed 5 days in Dakar, and I stayed 31 days in a village.
Okay,
and,
I was going to ask you, because you stayed in Dakar, the capital, but you did get out into the villages. Okay, great.
Oh, yes, sir.
That is wonderful.
Sir. But I chose Ghana. I prayed, and the Spirit is leading me to Ghana.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just can't wait to go. And I know that I will learn a lot from you all.
If the Lord says the same and the ancestors agree, that is my purpose. That is our job, and our 501c3 Prometheus Reborn Universal Foundation is using most of its energies and efforts to get people like you back home so that you can feel what our ancestors felt, and so you can be, to a certain extent, reborn as a new type of individual.
And when we have our sessions before we leave, because we'll be gathering people together to talk about the trip, what to expect, we will get your information from Mick, and we'll make sure that you're a part of the journey.
You will be invited.
Please.
Yes, sir, my sister.
Please. Yeah.
That's
and
a
if
done
it's
thing.
if it's anything that I can do to help, I will. And I have more people that's interested in going also.
That's a blessing. We're looking for everybody that's looking for a different lever in their lives to allow them to rise past the restrictions that people have put in our way.
Hey, Aisha, the topic of this show today is, are you healthy? And wanted to know if you have any questions pertaining to health, or any question in general that you could ask Doc. Anything that's on your mind, or anything that's bothering you, or anything you want to address.
Well, yes, Doctor. They have been saying for years that I was a diabetic, but I refuse to take the medication. I've never taken pharmaceutical drugs. Well, I have, but I'm not a pharmaceutical person.
I understand.
And but I do realize that there's certain things that's going on with me, like my feet, like, feeling that I have to keep socks on, like feeling cold.
Oh, my
hands.
We need to talk.
My hands sometimes feeling cold or tingly, like,
I
So
do
I can't
indeed.
block that out.
Okay,
Pardon me?
yeah, you can, but let me specify two different things going on. Number one, what you described to me is called peripheral vascular disease, PVD. That means you have a decreased effectiveness of your circulation. That's why it's cold in your fingertips. There's no warm blood going through them like it should be. We can address that with a technique called vector augmentation that will change that in 133 seconds. We need to get together. But the other thing is diabetes. It has been recently theorized and to a certain extent proven that people who have the disease called diabetes actually have a problem with their pancreas. There is an accumulation of what's called zombie cells in the pancreas. And these zombie cells stop your pancreas from making and releasing insulin, among other things, because there are some other hormones that the pancreas is also stopped from releasing. They have a new formulation of herbs that, if taken on a regular basis within 30 days, gets rid of these zombie cells. And people who have been on insulin injections all their lives have been able to leave all of that alone and not have to worry about that at all. Now, I am almost certain that if there are zombie cells that's causing your pancreas to screw up, there are probably zombie cells that cause most of your organs to screw up as you go through life. These herbal foundational tinctures that get rid of the diabetic aspect from your pancreas will probably also get rid of these same zombie cells from your liver, your brain, your heart, and other organs that over time lose their effectiveness. Talk to Mick. Get my number from him.
Yeah.
Get in touch
Yes,
with
sir.
me. We will meet and we will explain vector augmentation and change your circulation. And we will give you some insights onto these herbal formulations that get rid of diabetes, pre-diabetes, and any problem with your pancreas not producing the right hormones.
Yes, sir.
Does any of that make sense?
Yes, yes it does.
That
Yes,
is a
it does.
blessing. That is a blessing, my sister. Talk to me.
This day was meant to be.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. God
Yeah.
obviously wanted us to have this discussion. Or it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have a free presentation that is on April the 6th. We're going to put up a flyer about that. And you may, if you're able to, attend. And it's Friday. Is this coming Friday? No, not this one.
No, believe it or not, we already did that. That was yesterday.
It's that extra one I sent that has healing on it. The healing.
Yes, we had a wonderful first class yesterday, y'all. It was kind of wonderful. It was.
So our tech support will find that and put that up before we close.
Yeah.
That's it. April the 5th.
April the 5th.
Uh-huh.
On a Friday. I might have said 6. I do that sometimes.
Okay, that's all right.
So, Human Correction, April 5th, 2024, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's in the Host building, the Brown Host building. The address is on the flyer as well. At the very bottom.
At the
4403.
very bottom.
St. Clair.
There it is. 4403 St. Clair. That's it.
44.
03 St. Clair.
03. 03.
St. Clair Avenue.
Yes. And you can always go back and
Okay, and what day?
That's
And what would this be?
April the 5th at 3 p.m.
Okay.
That's Friday, actually.
That's this Friday.
Yeah.
Right. I see.
And we're going to be doing that
And what was the time?
3 p.m.
And you can bring anyone you like.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you'll get a chance to meet the docs.
Yes,
Yeah.
Doc Square will be there.
So
That would be an honor. That would be an honor.
My sister.
And just
Yeah.
just a little shout out. I want you to shout out. She has a store where she sells different things at her store, and I think it's on Euclid or East Cleveland. Go ahead and give a shameless plug to your store.
Well,
Come on, please.
Just recently, I shut the business down because it was kind of expensive to run it, and I was not getting. The name of the business is Islamic and Culture Boutique International. But if you're looking for any type of garments, I have so many Afrocentric, beautiful garments that you would love.
Oh, my sister,
Yeah.
are you looking at the television, the show right now? Are you looking at it right now?
Yes, I am.
You see this shirt?
She's like 20 seconds behind, so probably won't see it.
You see this shirt that I'm wearing?
No, sir.
There's a lag in time on what she
It's
sees.
a lag in time.
You will see it. It's going to come up. in a few
This
minutes.
shirt was one of the shirts I made.
Okay.
My wife and I have a designer line. My wife's designer line is called Yummy and Stuff. And I do a male equivalent of that called Chaz. It's for Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. Chad's still hitting. And we got hundreds of pieces of exotic, unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. There is nothing like what we make.
And they will definitely probably want to patronize some of your pieces too.
Yeah, we'll
Yes,
talk. We'll
we
talk.
will
I look
talk.
forward to meeting you. We have another response.
Maybe we can give an event and get together and raise money. You
Come
know?
on.
So I love to give events. Maybe we can do something and all come together and
Yes.
raise money.
My sister, you are talking our language.
Exactly.
That's what we kind of do.
And just so you know, Aisha, I think what Hamida was about to allude to, we have people all over the planet watching this podcast, and David Wuso,
Yeah, he
our
does
very
that.
good friend, our very good associate,
From Ghana.
He's in Ghana listening, and he heard what you were saying about Ghana. He said, that's good plan.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to building a home in Ghana. I can't wait. I dream about
ma'am.
it every night, every day. It's just
Ooh-wee.
in my spirit. It's in my soul.
Yes, ma'am.
And I
That's where
I
it's
want to
supposed to
come
be.
and help. I want to come and help my people. I want to come and help and do whatever I can.
We will
to
talk
help
about
my people.
you doing exactly that. And we got some
Yeah.
people who are looking for you to do exactly that. We got spots for you already, my sister.
Sister Aisha.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, dear sister. We're going to we
Wa
have one
alaikum
more.
salam.
Yes, we have one more person that we want to get to before our show is over. And again, join
Yes.
us again every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Same place and same time.
Yes.
Yes, right
Thank
here.
you.
Yes.
Thank
And
you,
you
Aisha.
all be blessed.
All
Be
right.
blessed.
are.
Be
You
blessed.
may the Lord bless you and the ancestors continue.
Give it up for Sister Aisha.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Thank you. Love you all. Love
you
you
back.
all. Love
Right
you
back,
all.
yes.
Dasa.
Darcy.
Now, we had somebody who was talking about an upcoming solar eclipse.
Yeah. The effects of the solar eclipse. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I know and give you a little bit of what I understand. We are in the age of Aquarius right now.
Ah, yes.
And the earth was tilted one way, but now we're in the morning of the age of Aquarius. It's getting brighter, but when it tilted back the other way, it opened up the light that it opened up a path that's behind the sun that so the sun would shine on that even more, certain planets. My only point of saying that is that that's more increased energy that we're receiving from the Most High. When you use your imagination and ask the Most High for something, you will get it, but you must use your imagination. You can't just talk about it.
No, you got to
You
visualize
must
it.
visualize it. Now, I said that to say when we have the solar eclipse, there's going to be an increase in light. That's the reason why we're not supposed to look straight at the sun. So that would be a negative effect. But that increased light we do feel, and we should be putting our intentions in on that day, asking the Most High for what we want, what we need. There's also a calming effect, because once the light is blocked by the moon that is shining, that's in the path between the earth and the sun, there's a calming effect that occurs. I've experienced this before. I've been through a full eclipse when I lived in Los Angeles. So that calming effect is good for our spirit as well. I have not done a lot of research on solar eclipse and the effect on human beings. In reference to our own humanity, that's how we feel inside. That's what I see, what I've given you.
And I could give you one additional piece of information. As my wife stated, we are in the morning of the age of Aquarius. This is not the dawning of the age of Aquarius anymore. No. This is the morning. We teach the trivalent understanding noetics. It is the next stage of evolution of the human species. We are as different from regular people as regular people are from cavemen, and for the same reason. Regular people have much more understanding of their functioning, their history, their biology, their anthropology, and all of the other things that Ron DeSantis don't want us to use. This morning will be the morning where meta gets known around this planet, so that human beings understand the limitations that they put on themselves through lack of both imagination and visualization. We are not here now by accident. As the sister just got through saying, God meant this to be. This is the time for that to occur. And this upcoming solar eclipse is simply another sign that we are supposed to take, that we are rising, enabling, and moving toward that next stage of evolutionary development. Okay, y'all. Anything else?
Now let's put that flyer up one more time about the upcoming event, the healing session that we're going to be a part of.
Path to Healing.
Yes, Dr. Sheila is one of the speakers as well. Prometheus Reborn University. Dr. Stella. Thank you. It was a little blurry.
It is.
And her name is Stella. Dr. Stella is one of the presenters, and
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take a crack at it.
Awawu.
Igwagwu.
Igwagwu. That's pretty good.
Igwagwu.
Igwagwu.
Wonderful.
That's it.
Wonderful.
I'm pretty good with names.
There you are.
Including Doc Squared, of course, Dr. Kwakwell Carlisle was RN, ND, Met D1, and myself, Doc.
Right.
Yes,
that's
Dr.
her.
Hamida Rockman Woods, MED, PhD, Met D2, representing Prometheus Reborn Universal Foundation. So it is a free session this time. So please come and bring whoever you would like to bring with you to meet Doc Squared, as well as Dr. Sheila.
Hey, I want to say, everybody that's watching, please, if you enjoy this show, go ahead and hit that like button.
Yes,
that
please.
follow button.
Yes, please.
That share button.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please. If that's a free way to help us out in expanding the program.
Absolutely.
And I want to. What we got? What is David saying?
That's
here?
what I'm saying. I was just there. Nana Amwa, you and my guys are doing a great job. I don't understand push-up more.
Explain push-up more, David.
Yeah, do it. You want me to do more push-ups?
But before that, he said, "That's perfect. Who's this person on the phone with you, Nana Amwa?" That was Sister Aisha. She's from Cleveland.
She is from Cleveland, and she is going to be moving to Ghana. We're going to see if we can get her to move to Larte. That's where we want everybody to go. And we got about 20, 25 folks right now who have said, yeah, we want to go. We don't care how much it costs. We're going to get the money together between now and...
So we're looking at doing a trip to Ghana this December. We're looking at putting something together for everybody.
Yes.
Late December.
Yes.
So everybody be on the lookout because we got to really start in the beginning stages of planning this, y'all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So hopefully we can still make it for December, y'all.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Just throwing this out there. If you don't have your passport, make sure you get it. I'm not talking to the people who already have it. Your visa, you want to start on that right now.
Yeah.
Those are kind of things you do not want to wait a few months before. You want to do it now.
And as soon as we announce the trip, you want to get your plane tickets too early to get a really good price.
Yeah.
We'll talk to Edward about that. He's supposed to be doing something.
Edward Taylor, that's right.
But at that being the case, I think our show is just about over.
It is.
Okay. Then we need to say peace.
Peace, y'all.
And that stands for
peace.
Proper education always corrects error.
Tired a little bit differently. I'm dressed as Baba Amwa. If you would like more of your own understanding, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
And go to the sites that we have listed around us. The Most High is good.
And the ancestors are kind.
Thanks
for having us on your minds.
Peace.